Inside the most powerful stage presence system, picture this. A performer walks onto the stage, and before they even speak, the entire room shifts. Conversations stop. Phones go down. Every eye is locked on them, and there's an electric tension in the air. They haven't said a word, but they already own the room completely. This isn't luck. It isn't natural talent. It isn't charisma that you're either born with or without. This is the result of what I call the most powerful stage presence system, a systematic approach that transforms ordinary performers into magnetic forces that command any room they enter. I've spent over a decade studying the world's most captivating performers, from Broadway legends to TED speakers, from poetry slam champions to rock stars. What I discovered is that they all use the same underlying system, whether they realize it or not. Before we dive into this transformative system, I want to offer you two incredible resources that will accelerate your journey. First, grab my free poetry book that reveals the foundational principles of commanding presence. This complements everything we're about to discuss. And make sure to check out the comprehensive Breath and Flow course at whop.com, Breathe and Flow, where you'll master the breathing techniques that are absolutely essential for powerful stage presence. Today, you're going to discover the exact system that separates performers who merely deliver content from those who create unforgettable experiences. This isn't about acting or pretending. It's about unlocking and projecting your most powerful, authentic self. Here's what most people don't understand about stage presence. It's not about being louder, bigger, or more dramatic. The most powerful stage presence system is built on three core principles that have nothing to do with extroversion or natural charisma. True stage presence operates on what I call the magnetism principle. Just like a magnet doesn't have to work hard to attract metal, it simply is magnetic. Powerful performers don't have to strain to command attention. They embody certain qualities that naturally draw people in. The system works through three interconnected levels: physical sovereignty, energetic command, and authentic authority. When these three elements align, you become literally irresistible to audiences. Most performers try to create presence through external techniques: bigger gestures, louder voices, more dramatic expressions. But this creates performance anxiety and looks forced. The most powerful stage presence system works from the inside out, creating effortless magnetism that feels completely natural. When you master this system, you don't just perform better, you transform how people experience you in every area of life. Colleagues listen more attentively in meetings. Friends are more engaged in conversations. Strangers are naturally drawn to you. This isn't about becoming someone else, it's about becoming fully, powerfully yourself. Physical sovereignty is the first pillar of the system. It's about owning your physical space completely and unapologetically. When you have physical sovereignty, your body communicates confidence, groundedness, and authority without you having to think about it. Here's the foundational practice. Before entering any performance space, spend 30 seconds claiming it energetically. Stand in the center of your stage area and slowly expand your awareness to fill the entire space. Feel your energy extending to the back wall, to the ceiling, to every corner. This isn't visualization. You're actually changing your proprioceptive awareness and how you relate to space. Audiences subconsciously sense when a performer truly owns their environment versus when they feel like visitors in it. Powerful performers have what I call a gravitational center, a quality that makes them feel like the natural focal point of any space. This is created through specific breathing and posture techniques that lower your center of gravity and create unshakable stability. Place your hand 3 inches below your navel. This is your physical and energetic center. Breathe into this space, imagining you're creating a dense, powerful core that grounds you like a mountain. When you perform from this center, you become unmovable and magnetic. Stage presence requires the perfect balance of relaxation and activation. too relaxed and you have no energy, too tense and you block your natural flow. The system teaches you to be simultaneously deeply relaxed and fully alive. Practice this. Tense every muscle in your body for 5 seconds, then release completely while maintaining perfect posture. Notice the quality of relaxed alertness this creates. This is the optimal physical state for commanding presence. Energetic command is the second pillar, the ability to project and direct your energy with intention and power. This is what creates that electric feeling in the room when a truly present performer takes the stage. Most performers try to project energy by pushing or forcing. The system teaches the opposite. True energetic command comes from expansion and invitation. Instead of pushing your energy out, you expand your energetic field to encompass the entire audience. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart and imagine your personal energy field expanding like a gentle but powerful bubble. First, it extends just beyond your skin, then fills the stage, then encompasses the front row, then the entire audience. You're not forcing anything. You're simply expanding your energetic presence. This energetic expansion work is exactly what's taught in depth in my free poetry book. Grab your copy to dive deeper into these presence principles. And the Breath and Flow course at wap.com/breathe and flow will give you the advanced breathing techniques that are absolutely essential for mastering energetic command. Attention is energy, and the most powerful performers know how to become magnets for that energy. This involves 3 specific techniques: energetic anchoring, intentional presence, and audience inclusion. Energetic anchoring means establishing yourself as the energetic center of the room. Before you speak, take 3 deep breaths while feeling your connection to the ground and your expansion into the space. This creates an energy signature that audiences subconsciously recognize as leadership and authority. Here's a secret that separates amateur performers from presence masters: the strategic use of silence. Powerful silence doesn't feel empty, it feels pregnant with possibility. When you've mastered energetic command, your silence is as captivating as your words. Practice holding space without speaking. Stand in your performance position and simply be present for 30 seconds without any agenda except holding the space with love and confidence. Feel how this creates anticipation and draws attention without any effort. Authentic authority is the most sophisticated element of the system. It's not about dominating or controlling. It's about leading from your deepest truth with unshakable conviction. When you have authentic authority, people naturally want to follow your lead and hear what you have to say. Authentic authority comes from complete alignment between who you are and what you're presenting. This requires identifying your core truth and learning to embody it fully in performance situations. Ask yourself, what is the deepest truth I want to share through my performance? What message is so important to me that I would share it even if I was the only person who believed it? This becomes your authority anchor, the unshakable foundation of your stage presence. Once you've identified your core truth, you must learn to embody it with complete conviction. This isn't about being loud or aggressive. It's about being absolutely certain of your message and your right to share it. Practice speaking your core truth with different levels of intensity, from whisper to full voice, while maintaining complete conviction at every volume. Notice how conviction changes the quality of your presence far more than volume does. The most counterintuitive aspect of authentic authority is that it requires strategic vulnerability. The strongest performers are those who can be completely open while maintaining absolute groundedness. This creates irresistible authenticity. Practice sharing something personal or vulnerable while maintaining perfect posture, deep breathing, and energetic expansion. Feel how vulnerability combined with strength creates magnetic authenticity that audiences cannot resist. Authentic authority ultimately comes from embodying leadership energy, not because you're trying to control others, but because you're so aligned with your truth that others naturally want to align with you. This creates willing followers rather than resistant audiences. The true power of this system emerges when physical sovereignty, energetic command, and authentic authority work together seamlessly. This creates what I call presence synergy, a state where your entire being becomes a unified force of magnetic attraction. Here's the complete activation sequence that integrates all three pillars. First, establish physical sovereignty by claiming your space and grounding into your gravitational center. Next, activate energetic command by expanding your energy field to encompass the entire performance area. Finally, connect to your authentic authority by feeling into your core truth and your absolute right to share it. This sequence takes less than 2 minutes, but transforms your entire energetic signature from ordinary to extraordinary. Master performers can adjust their presence in real time based on audience response. If energy is low, they increase their energetic expansion. If the audience seems disconnected, they deepen their authentic vulnerability. If attention is scattered, they strengthen their physical sovereignty. The system includes built-in feedback mechanisms. You learn to sense when your presence is working. Audiences lean in, conversations stop, energy increases. You also learn to recognize when adjustments are needed and how to make them seamlessly. Like any powerful system, this has levels of mastery. Beginners focus on one pillar at a time. Intermediate practitioners combine 2 pillars. Masters integrate all 3 simultaneously while making real-time adjustments based on audience feedback. Most importantly, advanced practitioners learn to use the system not just for performance, but as a way of moving through the world with consistent power and authenticity. Mastering the most powerful stage, presence system requires consistent, focused practice. Start by dedicating 10 minutes daily to presence training, working through each pillar systematically. Week 1, focus entirely on physical sovereignty, space claiming, gravitational centering, and tension release mastery. Week 2, add energetic command, energy expansion, attention magnetism, and silence mastery. Week 3, integrate authentic authority, truth embodiment, conviction amplification, and vulnerability strength. Begin practicing in low-stakes environments. Your bedroom, then with one trusted person, then small groups, building up to larger audiences. Each successful integration of the system builds evidence that you can command presence in any situation. The most powerful aspect of the system is that it transforms how you show up everywhere, not just on stage. Practice using physical sovereignty in meetings, energetic command in conversations, and authentic authority when sharing your opinions. When the system isn't working, it's usually because one of the pillars is weak or missing. If you feel ungrounded, strengthen physical sovereignty. If the audience seems disconnected, increase energetic command. If you feel fake or performative, reconnect to authentic authority. Master practitioners use this system for job interviews, first dates, difficult conversations, leadership situations, and any moment when powerful presence is needed. The principles remain the same regardless of context. Connect with other performers who are working with presence-based approaches. Having supportive community accelerates your development and provides feedback on your progress. Imagine walking into any room and immediately being recognized as someone significant. Picture stepping onto any stage and feeling the audience's attention lock onto you before you even speak. Envision delivering your message with such magnetic authority that people hang on every word and remember your performance long after it's over. This isn't fantasy. This is what becomes possible when you master the most powerful stage presence system. You don't just become a better performer, you become someone who commands respect, attention, and influence wherever you go. When you embody true stage presence, it ripples out into every area of your life. Your relationships deepen because people feel your authentic power. Your career accelerates because colleagues and clients recognize your natural leadership. Your self-confidence soars because you know you can handle any situation with grace and authority. To master this system completely, make sure you grab my free poetry book, which breaks down these presence principles in even greater detail. And don't miss the Breath and Flow course at wap.com, Breathe and Flow. The breathing mastery you'll learn there is absolutely foundational to everything we've discussed today. Your journey to magnetic stage presence begins with your very next practice session. Choose one pillar: physical sovereignty, energetic command, or authentic authority, and commit to developing it for the next week. Feel the difference it makes, not just in your performances, but in how you move through the world. The world needs people who can command attention for the right reasons, who can lead with authentic authority, who can create the kind of presence that inspires and transforms others. You have everything within you to become that person. The stage is waiting for your most powerful presence. It's time to claim it completely.